And we are good to go.
How's it going, everybody?
Yeah, this is Pow-wow stream number 7, even though it probably says number 6 still.
So, hey, how are you? Hey, how are you?
And I was gonna say that's fundamentally racist, but it's us, so it doesn't matter.
Oh shit! I got the music still playing. How do I turn that shit down?
I think it's pretty much in your settings.
I should have done that before I started the game, huh?
Yeah, probably.
You mind if I go ahead and drop out for a second and fix that? Cause
Yeah, we can restart that.
all right.
We'll cancel.
Close out of that, and that was yeah, L.A. Okay, so close out of that. I'm just gonna close out of all of it. Okay, sound. There we go.
Apparently,
No sound. There we go. Oh, technical difficulties, aren't they great?
absolutely wonderful. Let's see. So I can get us looking.
But yeah, it's been a hell of a week, man. Been a hell of a week.
So yeah, so okay, you're going on about and you're on the way to Arkansas.
Well, I guess I'll back up since we just started the stream up.
Oh,
My mother calls me on Wednesday to tell me that she has gallbladder problems. She's in the hospital and they might have to remove her gallbladder. So I tell her, hey, if you need anything, let me know, and happy to help. Be a good son. And that's the last I hear from her until Friday. Well, in the interim, my girlfriend breaks her leg on Thursday. 2 fractures in her right fibula. And take her to the hospital, get her patched up. Mom texts me on Friday, right as I wake up to get ready for work, says, hey, I'm having surgery in the morning. Can you bring your grandmother to come stay overnight with me after the surgery and then take us home Sunday morning when I get discharged? So I tell her I don't know if I can stay overnight unless I can get someone to cover my shift at work. Nobody's willing to take that up, for me. So end up only going Sunday morning to go pick her up with my grandmother. It takes a while for her to get discharged. They got to go through all the rigmarole to make sure that they can't be sued once they let her go, which totally understandable. I don't end up getting home until about 5 in the evening because once somebody's been cut open and had organs removed, every little bump of the road hurts. And yeah, so it took us a while to get back. I'm dead on my feet. I've been awake for over 21 hours straight, and I know there's no way I'm powering through until 6 a.m. the next morning. So I call in 5 hours before my shift starts. Only the second time I'd called in 6 months. And the first time I had a doctor's note, and it was a medical issue with myself. So I go to I just pass out right after I end the call with my job, saying, "Hey, I ain't making it in." I didn't get anyone to cover my shift that night because there were 2 of us scheduled to be there. And I wake up Monday, get ready, go to work. I walk in, and I'm told, not by a manager, but by another clerk, "You've been fired." I was like, "Well, why am I fired? What's going on here?" It's like, "Well, you didn't come into work last night." I was like, "Yeah, I told you. You're the guy I fucking called. I told you specifically I was not going to be able to make it in. And why?" So
that guy probably didn't even do his job.
no, apparently not. He called in the other guy, said, "Hey, man, you're going to have to come in an hour early. The other guy's not coming in." That guy who I was supposed to work with, apparently he talked to the manager. And apparently he had text messages from the manager saying, "Well, if he doesn't come in, he's fired." I don't know this for a fact because he never showed me said text messages, but he claimed to have had them. I was like, well, that's interesting that she would tell you I'm fired, but she wouldn't give me the courtesy of messaging me or calling me or leaving me a voicemail or anything like that. So until I hear it from her that I'm fired, I'm going to go ahead and work my shift. I clocked in. I did my job, which, it being a Monday night and there not being any need for there being two of us, it went really slowly for him.
Are we doing LA Pizza?
Yeah, I'm in there right now.
Okay.
I just went back to that one. Yeah, so I made his night a hell. He was bored out of his skull, and I was just laughing the whole time. I was like, fuck it. If I'm fired, this is my last night. I'm going to go out, making sure that you're miserable. And I finally the manager shows up about 20 till 7 in the morning, right? And oh, he's not in favor. My centrist friend. He's not in favor of which he said reputations. Goddamn autocorrect. Arguing about reparations. He's not in favor of them, so I'm probably not your guy for that discussion. Okay. Pussy.
So he's backing out, in other words.
Pretty much, yeah. He's never going to go ahead and have a conversation with me, even though he likes to be a centrist. Or claim to be a centrist. Yeah, Fugi, it's been a hell of a week. I'm waiting to talk to the district manager to just go ahead and bitch about every little thing that has gone wrong at that store since I've been there. Like just going through the employee handbook, I've already found a number of violations of other employees. Like we've got one assistant manager who has not been on time a day that I've been there. She ranges in being late from anywhere from 10 minutes to over half an hour, and she still got a job. The guy that I worked with Monday night, he bailed on a shift with me on a truck night, when we were supposed to get our truck delivery. He came in, he stayed for 30 minutes, and he left after having a cup of coffee, saying that, his stomach was just tore up. He left the manager a message, a note, a handwritten note. Didn't come back with a doctor's note. He didn't go to a hospital or anything like that. Not a medical emergency. Just self-inflicted bullshit. He still got a job. So I'm trying to figure out what I did to piss this bitch off enough that she decided to can me for calling in for a legitimate reason.
All right.
Should be an interesting conversation I have.
All right.
But now, we gotta play some fucking video games.
Yeah, so let's get this started. Boop and share. This is gonna take some adjusting because let's try not to make this weird.
Okay. Let's see. I just got another notification. What's up here?
Should we stick with that, or should I go full size?
Yeah. Oh, and now he just messaged me in DMs too.
What's he saying
in the DMs?
Yeah. Well, I guess that's DMs. I'm not going to ask.
Yeah. I mean, he'll be back home in April. Because I've tried to nail him down to see about having a discussion on Hangouts. Doesn't even have to be live. Doesn't have to be on YouTube. Just me and him. I want to hear this person talk in real time. And so far, I haven't been able to nail him down for a time we can actually have that discussion. Because we seem to butt heads quite a bit.
Kuso World.
Oh, are we doing this like individually?
Yeah, it's this.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. God, it's been so long since I played this game. Well, while you're going through, I'll keep up with chat. I think it's just Fugi right now, but who knows?
Yeah, that guy sounds like a piece of shit.
He and I have argued on a number of different topics. Are we still talking about Twitter? Or are we talking about my boss?
Oh well, both, but I mean, Twitter, the centrist.
Yes, yes. He first came to my knowledge over the whole Elizabeth Warren debate.
Oh,
When
I should probably present. There we go.
yeah, I'm sure Fugi would appreciate that. Yeah,
Okay, there we go.
but when Elizabeth Warren came out with her DNA test, that's when I first met this fella, and he was trying to use the Boston Globe puff piece, saying how was it Elizabeth Warren has had 10 times the native DNA of the average Utah Caucasian as a reason enough for her to claim native heritage. I was like, nah, fuck you. I was like, the average Utah Caucasian is still fucking white. It's like, if that's the bar we're using for native heritage, that's pretty damn low.
Oh crap!
You missed the bar.
I'm way missed the bar.
But so we argued back and forth over that, and he never came to a reasonable conclusion. I guess that we just kind of left that one hanging. And I think the next couple of times we butted heads was, hey, Gabby's in the chat. How's it going, Gabby?
Hey, Gabby, how's it going?
Oh, is it my turn now?
It is your turn.
Let me see. Oh, that's right. I forgot. How do I jump? Oh, there we go.
That was your spin jump.
Yeah.
How's things going there, Gabby?
Wrong button. I keep forgetting that my. I'll go ahead and do that one. Yeah, regular jump. There we go. So we ended up arguing about immigration, or illegal immigration, I should point out, because that seems to be the big contention between me and him. Is what's the difference? What's the matter? And I always feel like it's kind of disingenuous because we ended up having an argument about it yesterday. Because he is one of the he's like Mike Krassenstein pretty much.
Nice.
Every time I see him, it's in response to a Republican or Trump himself. And I only ever see him responding to conservatives, which I think is funny. He's an aspiring centrist, but he never pokes at the other side. And I mean, I guess that's just how some people are wired, right? But he tried to use a. I've still got the deal he linked to me the other day about illegal immigration. He tried to argue that illegal immigration is a net positive for the economy. We did, Gabby. We did see that, and all I can say is, sweet mother of God. That's going to be a rough one. I think we need to get Monkey in on that too.
Well, we can either get Monkey or
the holy fuck.
What's going on?
I just hear a kid screaming out in the driveway. And I was made in the 80s, so I'm about to give that kid a reason to scream if he keeps it up. So, all right, let's see here.
And I just died by a surprise dinosaur.
Surprise dinosaur. All right, keep the eyes out for a dinosaur. Gotcha. Oh shit! I hit the wrong button. And yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're better off staying up there.
Yep.
Yeah, we were gonna see if about doing that one. Trying to get Monkey in there, or
Oh,
there's that dinosaur.
I just ran right into him.
And yeah, we'll see if we can get a guest on this one. I was also thinking about getting Blonde, if she'll.
There's no way that Blonde will ever agree to that. She will.
That's why you don't tell her. Like, oh yeah, by the way.
Hey, Blonde. Me and a couple of my buddies, we're big fans of you and Matt. We really like if you could come join us for a stream where we talk about some issues. Oh yeah, what issues? Well, just maybe discuss social justice and comedy. Something like that. Keep it really, really vague.
Stand-up. We gotta tell her at least it involves stand-up comedy.
Right. Yeah.
Because that way we're not lying.
Talk about how social justice is ruining comedy and how
Amy Schumer is JF now.
I don't know who would be more offended at that approximation of their character, her or the frog. Because I don't know, they're both.
Oh, you bastard! Although, like I said with Camel earlier, being that Blonde is pregnant, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, the last thing we want to do is end up, causing a miscarriage or an aneurysm. So, like I said, I don't think she'll agree to that until at least until she's got the bun out of the oven. Oh. Shit. I'm gonna die. Here. Ow. Oh, these guys won't kill me. That's right.
Not on purpose.
Not on purpose.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see what I did there? I'm funny. Oh, shit. Oh, yep, there it goes. Avenge me, Johnny. Avenge me.
Shows how professional we are at this game. We are on top of things.
Hey, man, give me a controller and I'm all set. I'm still working out the conversion from Nintendo controller to keyboard here. So, but now between, obviously the Amy Schumer one's going to be more relevant because it's just now coming out. But that Ken Jeong one was kind of, it had some funny moments, but you really had to know all of his work to get some of the jokes. Oh, that kid better be crying for a reason. That's all I got to say. He better have broken something.
Oh, you bastard.
Yeah, are you talking about Blonde or are you talking about Amy Schumer, Gabby? Because they are both indeed. Actually, I don't remember hearing about Blonde being pregnant. I just heard, I think Johnny Teach is the one that told me.
Yeah, it was. Oh, they let you skip the porcupine thing.
Like a boss. Oh shit! Oh, and now I'm in chat here. Didn't mean to do that. And just so you guys know, this is what it looks like when I'm trying to play this game, guys. That's what it looks like. Is it still me or is it you?
It's me.
Okay.
Oh, crap. Now it's you. I forgot to move.
All right.
I might end up stealing an extra life. Oh, here we go.
Oh, what's going on?
This is one of the further levels.
God, I've it's been so long since I played this. I've forgotten the maps. Oh, damn, I did not time that properly at all.
Yeah, actually, what we're playing, Gabby, is it's a randomized version of this game, and I have it set to where like pretty much everything is.
Everything's random because Johnny's a sadist. So where was I in my little rant? I'd already bitched about work. I was starting to talk about the dude from Twitter.
Yeah, dude from Twitter.
Okay, so let me pull that up because he sent me a link to a CBO paper that was published. Check this in 2007, trying to argue that the Congressional Budget Office had said that illegal immigration is a net benefit to the economy. Right? That is not what the paper says at all. In fact, once you get past the first paragraph of the introduction, it kind of makes the opposite point. Let me see if I can find it here. Immigration. This is a Congressional Budget Office, a CBO paper, The Impact of Unauthorized Immigrants on the Budgets of State and Local Governments. And why is it the state and local governments, you might ask? Because the CBO could not come up with any data points that could be used nationwide for the impact of illegal immigration on the national economy. All they could do was look at state and local budgets, what they spent on. Oh, damn it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Congratulations again on the baby, Fugi.
Yeah, dude, congratulations. How's it feel being a papa? I can do that. Just give me 1 second, Gabby. Take it easy, Fugi.
Oh, it's an invisible freaking thing.
What's an invisible thing?
The dinosaur that I think some of this stuff's disappeared. Like some of this stuff is invisible. Because there's supposed to be like dinosaurs that pop out of here. And yeah, they are completely invisible.
All right, Gabby, check your DMs. I just sent it to you.
Oh, that's right. You guys are doing your thing.
But no, yeah, he sends me this article from 12 years ago. This paper from the Congressional Budget Office. Now, when I was in high school on the debate team, because I'm a nerd like that, if you came up with any evidence to support your claim, you wanted it to be as fresh as possible. You wanted it, if you were arguing something, you wanted the latest data, you wanted the newest opinions or what have you about these issues. And if I had evidence that said X and you had evidence that said Y, whoever had the newer stuff would be considered to be in the right for the purpose of the debate. So he sends me that. And I'm just sitting there laughing, like, really, dude? A 12-year-old? It's not even from this decade, and this is what you're hanging your hat on. So I read through it, and the first paragraph. Let me see here. This is from December 2007. There's the preface, introduction. Let's see. It says over the past 2 decades, most efforts to estimate the fiscal impact of immigration in the United States have concluded that, in aggregate and over the long term, tax revenue of all types generated by immigrants, both legal and unauthorized, exceed the cost of the services they use. And the first citation is just a definition of the term unauthorized immigrants. And then the second citation is these different, I don't know if these are articles or books necessarily, from different sources claiming to back up that first sentence. I don't have access to these articles or resources at the moment, so I can't go through each one of those independently and establish any of the claims that they make. But that's what I thought was interesting. The first sentence is it lumps together both legal and illegal immigrants as generating more revenues than they cost in services, which I found really interesting because, like I said, I read through it. It's 13 pages long. And let's see here. Where was that again? I think it was page 7. Oh, yeah. Okay, here. Page 7. Several of the states whose estimates CBO reviewed used a model developed by the Institute for Taxation and Economic Policy to determine state and local taxes paid by unauthorized immigrants. ITEP assumes a 50% compliance rate for income and payroll taxes. Researchers from the Urban Institute, the Migration Policy Institute, the Pew Hispanic Center, and the Center for Immigration Studies have assumed a 55% compliance rate for income, Social Security, and Medicare taxes. As part of a larger study on migration, the Center for Comparative Immigration Studies at the University of California at San Diego conducted a survey of unauthorized immigrants and found that in 2006, 75% had taxes withheld from their paychecks, filed tax returns, or both. Now, let me ask you a question. If you're in the country illegally, you're undocumented, how are you getting taxes withheld from your paycheck? How are you filing a tax return, and or both? One would have to assume you've stolen somebody's identity. You've got somebody else's social security number or tax ID number.
Yeah, because you'd have to be. You need a social security number for that,
right? Or a tax ID number if you're not a citizen. But anyway, previously in that art and this article here, let's see, where was it? It cites a figure that undocumented immigrants make around $27,000 a year in a fiscal year, whereas native-born citizens average about 47,000 and change. I can't remember the exact number. I think it's like 47,700, and then legal immigrants make on average $47,800 a year. So going back to that first paragraph of the introduction, if you have legal immigrants making $20,000 a year more than illegal immigrants, doesn't that kind of offset the illegal immigrants?
The math says so.
Yeah. Oh, shit. I didn't realize it was my go. I'm down to 5 minutes here.
I don't think you even need to do this level because I just did this.
Yeah, well, I'm already stuck here, so. Oh.
Both of you.
Oh.
And watch out, there's invisible enemies here, apparently.
Now they seem pretty visible to me so far.
Well, I can't see them. It must be just me then. I'm gonna do some readjusting.
So yeah, I mean, he pretty much showed that that paper he cited showed that illegal immigrants are actually costing the states more, and the only thing that's offsetting them really is a federal government programs. And even then, oh, okay, there we go. Even then, those programs are very specific, and they only cover, certain parts.
So you can actually see those things?
Yeah, I can see everything coming out of the tubes.
Oh, I can't see anything coming out of the tubes.
Oh, damn it. And so like I read through this, I'm like, did you even read this, dude? What the hell, man? This doesn't back up anything you've said. How do I run? I can't remember. I'm gonna be stuck here because I can't.
There you go. I think
There we go. Yeah. There we go. There we go. And I'm running. And I'm running. Like this doesn't back up any of your claims that you've made that illegal immigration is a net positive. In fact, it shows that illegal immigrant women face higher unemployment than legal citizens or legal female citizens or legal immigrant women. They have an unemployment rate of like 8%. But funny enough, male illegal immigrants have a unemployment rate that is like 2.6%, and I'm dead. Fuck. Like 2.6% as opposed to legal or native-born citizens being at like 4.8%. And it goes through and it tells you, they mainly work in, construction, service industries, that kind of stuff. Low skill, low wage jobs. I think, was it page? Let me pull that up again since I'm not trying to play the game right now. Page 2. I mean, I started just throwing this back at him by page 2. Let's see. Where is it? The impact of you die?
No, I was supposed to. I may end up having to sacrifice Yoshi.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, he pointed out to the very first deal of the introduction. In aggregate, over the long term, tax revenues of all types generated by immigrants, both legal and unauthorized, exceed the cost of the services they use. I was like, yeah. The next sentence says, generally, such estimates include revenues and spending at the federal, state, and local levels. However, many estimates also show the cost of providing public services to unauthorized immigrants at the state and local levels exceeds what the population pays in state and local taxes. It is important to note, though, that currently available estimates have significant limitations. Therefore, using them to determine an aggregate effect across all states will be difficult and prone to considerable error. And this all got started because he responded to a Trump tweet. Trump tweeting out a Fox News video of a sheriff in Massachusetts talking about the border wall. He couldn't wrap his head around why a sheriff in Bristol County should have any say about what's going on at the border.
Because he's a few
miles. Yeah. It's like, well, he's talking about crime, drugs, and gangs, which he and I have had an argument about before, about gangs of illegal immigrants.
Now I'm dead.
When we argued about the border wall, I pointed out that if these people were running from gangs, they're running in the wrong direction. Because MS-13 was founded by, was it Honduran or El Salvadoran? I can't remember. Immigrants in Los Angeles in the 80s. Like they have over 10,000 members in the U.S. And there are, like, I think it was one of his followers. It definitely wasn't one of mine. I think one of his followers actually pointed out, like, yeah, it's pretty bad here in Maryland. Oh, and I just already lost that mushroom. And I'm dead.
Yeah. I remember I went to Carolina once, and I saw, like, my friend looked at me because I met my friend there, and he goes, "Hey, take a look at that," and he points over, and there's, I think it's one of the fast food joints, and there's this large van, and I go, "It's a van. Like, what do you want me to see?" He goes, "Just wait till it opens." And yeah, as soon as it opened,
30 of them came flying out, didn't they?
Yep. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, it was several, several, like there's maybe 10 people in that van.
And like I don't hate these people, but at the same time it's like, dude, you got a line of legal immigrants who are sitting there, waiting their turn like they should, doing what it takes, following the law. And then you've got all these people. Oh crap, I still got the chat up. I have another one of those funny looking Twitter text message. And I'm fucking dead again. God damn it. I gotta figure out a way to hook up my old Nintendo controller to my computer. Otherwise, I'm never gonna get anywhere in this game.
I gotta find a different power up.
But I mean, look at Cryptic. He fucking hates illegal immigrants, and I don't blame him one bit. I mean, it's not like it. It's not like it used to be where you could just come on the boat, sign in at Ellis Island, and hey, you're an American. Congratulations. If it was, fine. But it ain't like that no more. So I don't know why somebody who just walks across the border should be allowed to stay. And it also in that that CBO paper he sent me, they estimate that there's 11. They gave a couple different estimates of the amount of unauthorized immigrants, they call them in this paper, and they said they had between 11. One estimate was like 11 to 11.5 million. Another one was like 11.5 to 12 million unauthorized immigrants.
So that didn't get me shit.
Yeah. Is it me or you?
It's you.
Okay. Anyway, it estimates that between 6 and 7 million of those unauthorized immigrants came here illegally, and the others were visa overstays. So that was another argument he and I had was, he's like, the majority are from visa overstays. It's like, not even according to your own sources, buddy, Oh, shit. Oh.
There's just enough delay in here to make it awkward.
And I'm dead again. But
we can't even make it past the first level.
No, I can't, dude. It feels so weird punching these keys instead of having the controller in my hand hitting the buttons. I was a console kid growing up. 1 second, I'll be right back. My dog's clawing at the door. She's probably trying to get away from those little ankle biters out there. I don't blame her one bit. But no, I've had this phenomenon happen before with somebody I've been arguing on Twitter, where it was that James Damore memo. I had this girl who she tried to argue with me about it. I was like, "Did you even read it?" And she didn't get past like page 2 of a 10-page Google Doc. Now,
there are quite a few people who, with that document, didn't even barely read it.
Yeah, didn't even get past page 2. Like, I read the whole thing. I was like, and this girl is a medical student, right? She took umbrage with the use of, oh, God damn it. Am I? Nope.
Allahu Akbar.
Fucking keyboard, man, I tell you. Yeah, she took umbrage with the use of, what was that word? Neuroticism. That's what it was. She was mad because he was insulting her lady brain. I was like, well, no, he's saying that.
See, the thing is there's stigma around the word neurotic. Oh, you whore!
Like, dude, like if I'm taking one of those big 5 personality tests, I'm probably going to score higher in neuroticism than a lot of folks. That, guess what? I probably shouldn't be trying to work at Google either. I probably wouldn't make a very good computer programmer. But
come on, fire away.
Oh,
it did let me up there. Never mind.
But yeah, she didn't even bother reading it. I was like, this is ridiculous, lady. I mean, if you're not even gonna read it, why are you sitting there trying to discredit it? I mean, that kind of defeats the whole purpose,
I'll take it.
I think it's funny, these people are not, they're not arguing in good faith, and yet they expect us to. And then when you do try to argue in good faith with them, they keep changing the subject, changing the goalposts. Like that one medical student. The whole reason she and I originally got into it was over Lacey Green and Chris Ray Gun. Because because while yeah, I'd get off there, dude, if I were you, because that thing he's got that plant coming up out of it. All right, let's see how fast I can kill myself this time. But yeah, apparently Lacey and Chris had a live stream together where I think they had somebody in chat asking the question about Traps being gay. And Chris was, oh, motherfucker. And I lost it as soon as, oh, god damn it. I'm getting lag on my keys, man. I was trying to get away from that dude. And I think she said that Chris had made the statement, dick plus dick equals gay, pretty much. And so she was trying to say he was transphobic. I was like, all right, maybe he was just making a joke. Maybe he was being funny, Maybe he sincerely believes that, in which case, big fucking whoop. Who cares? So Chris Reagan's not going to date a trans person. Not a huge loss to the trans community, I don't think.
Unless Chris is not telling us something.
I mean, who cares? Honestly. I don't see why it would be that big of a deal if he held that belief. And I'm trying to figure out why trans has been so politicized. It makes zero sense to me. This is a population that is actually smaller than the native population in this country. You know, like was it Native Americans, tribal Americans, whatever you want to call us, make up about 1% of the population. And the biggest estimate I could find of the trans population in America came from the New York Times, and they put it at roughly around the same amount, about 3 million people. And for the life of me, I don't see how 1% of the population should get to dictate how the other 99% live. When I was in school, they called that the tyranny of the minority. But so she and I got off onto the issue of dating trans, and I said, well, I didn't even say it was necessarily my view of relationship. It's like, what if a person wants to have children in a family? Wouldn't procreation be a logical reason to say you don't want to date a trans individual? You know what she came back with? An article saying how they could put artificial wombs into trans women, so that way they could have the full gestational period with a baby.
That doesn't change anything.
I was like, okay, great. They can have an artificial womb installed. If I have sex with that person and I ejaculate, will they get pregnant from it? And she's like, well, I mean, they can have a donor egg be fertilized and they can carry it to term. I was like, well, then no, they can't. You know what she took that as? She took that as me saying that any woman who can't have a baby is not a woman. I was like, no, that would just mean that any woman who can't have a baby would be excluded from me wanting to have a baby. How do you not get this? It's like, you're a fucking medical student. How do you not understand basic human biology?
Social justice science.
That's what scares the fuck out of me. Like I have joked for over a decade that somebody from my generation, eventually is going to be elected to Congress, and they're going to start making our laws. And God help us when it happens. Okay. But yeah, God helps when it happens. And then what happens? AOC. AOC, she's a year younger than me. She's a congressperson. She's fucking stupid. And that's who's writing our laws now. God damn it. But yeah, anybody in chat wanna chime in here? I'm all by my lonesome, apparently. And I'm dead. I'm never gonna get past this one fucking world, am I? This is insane. So let's see what's going on over here. But I find these people fascinating. How they'll argue with you on Twitter. They'll preach their beliefs, but they won't actually ever rock up and talk to you face to face. It's always got to be through the computer screen. Always got to be on the Twitter machine.
All right, in the back.
And I'm dead, so it's all you. I made it a little bit further this time, but I bit the bullet.
Oh, I went the wrong way.
I had a nice little rant going there for a second about these Twitter arguments. I think Monkey had a pretty good one too about the whole Sophane one.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, Sophane. I think if I ever met Sophane, he and I would get along just fine. You know, I think if I met most of these people that I interact with online, get along just fine. You know, grab a beer, hang out, just talk about anything else other than politics, and we'd probably be golden. But something about being, on a computer screen just makes it so much easier to be adversarial, to be at each other's throats. And like this guy, my centrist friend, I have nothing against him personally. I think a lot of the things that he says on Twitter are stupid, and I enjoy poking him about them. But I mean, this is actually the first time that he and I have reached an agreement on something. We're not in favor of reparations, so I don't understand why. I don't understand why. He's this is in response to Matt Walsh, which, yeah, I'm not even following Matt Walsh. I don't know. What does Matt Walsh do anyway?
I was going to say, who is Matt Walsh? I don't even know who that is.
Yeah. But here's the original tweet that got this ball rolling today. Matt Walsh. My Irish ancestors were persecuted in their. Oh, he's responding to the Elizabeth Warren tweet.
The actor guy.
He's an actor?
There is an actor, and then there's a guy in a beard.
There's a guy in a beard. Matt Walsh blog. Sorry.
I thought that name sounded familiar. I was like, huh.
But yeah, he quote tweeted the Elizabeth Warren tweet. Slavery is a stain on America, and we need to address it head on. I believe it is time to start a national, full-blown conversation about reparations. I support the bill in the House to support a congressional panel of experts so that our nation can do what's right and begin to heal. The Civil War ended 154 years ago.
You know what I thought would be funny?
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, I think reparations would essentially put us even more in the poorhouse than we already are.
Right. I mean, well, here's the question, right? 600,000 dead Americans. How much more reparations do you need? The bloodiest war in American history. Bloodier than World War I, II, Vietnam. The current war in Afghanistan has gone on 5 times longer than the Civil War. How much more do you need? Really?
But if they're willing enough to give reparations to African Americans, there's only one step further it needs to go.
We already got casinos.
Americans.
We already got casinos. We don't need reparations.
No, but yeah, I mean that's if you want to go with the slippery slope comment.
Well, that's something I asked him, in this thread. I was like, "You're of Polish descent, right? Do you feel that Russians owe you reparations? How about Germans or Mongolians? How far back do we want to go with this premise? I mean, does Mongolia need to pony up some cash for China, for Russia, for Iraq?
And it's your go.
For Iran? They killed a whole lot of people, raped even more. Do their descendants need to pay the descendants of their victims?
Well, it's like I was telling my friend, my
your Facebook buddy. Oh, yeah. God damn it! And I'm dead again. Motherfucker.
I was telling him, I'm like, do you think that like this was like a utopia before white people showed up? because it was pretty much furthest from.
Well,
it's essentially just like any other part of the world, minus
hadn't even discovered
civilization.
the wheel yet. We barely mastered fire. You know? But somehow it was just love, peace, and chicken grease before the white man showed up, in their opinion. And for the life of me, I don't know who put that idea in their head. The only thing I can figure is movies. That's the only thing I can figure is they thought, they watched Dances with Wolves one too many damn times, and they thought that's how all Indians were. Fucking Kevin Costner.
Who wrote that shit? Who wrote that movie anyway?
I have no idea, but I'm blaming Kevin Costner. I mean, look at what he did to Robin Hood. Look at what he did with Dances with Wolves. Don't let this motherfucker be, involved in any movie that involves some other culture, other than American white people.
I mean, hell, he barely made it through Mr. Brooks.
I would jump if I were you. There you go.
Oh, whoa!
And get out the way. All right, yeah, and you're clear. Wait.
Oh,
jump now. Can you not see the dude on that? Okay. But yeah, I'm blaming Kevin Costner and Dances with Wolves for why everyone thinks that Indians are just the bee's knees. Because I mean, hadn't discovered the wheel, hadn't even figured out pants. Okay, and we know how I feel about fucking pants.
Yeah, they never got dressed for Jesus.
No, they did not. Not until not until white folks showed up.
Huh? No.
We're never gonna get past this, dude. We've been stuck on this for what, 20 minutes now?
I know there's a level. I don't remember which one it is, but I know there's one that gives you a feather, and I'm like, if I can get that feather, this level's done.
All right. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, motherfucker! Jumped right into it too. Oh. Hey. Oh, god damn it. Jumped right into the bullet. I need a fucking controller so bad.
This one? It is this one.
But I am so ashamed that Elizabeth Warren is from my state.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Died again?
Yeah.
Elizabeth Warren and Anita Hill are two of the worst things to come out of Oklahoma in the past 30 years.
That was a close call.
That was. Maybe, just maybe. Oh, no. Don't want to do that. Ah! Shit. Motherfucker.
And...
Ah!
Oh, shit. Over here. This blocked everything off.
But yeah, the Matt Walsh tweet in response to Elizabeth Warren's slavery one. My Irish ancestors were persecuted in their homeland and discriminated against when they arrived on these shores many decades after abolition. Do I get reparations for that? Or must I contribute to reparations for a crime I never committed and no one in my lineage committed? And so this guy starts out, he's like, were your ancestors taken from their homeland by force? Were they treated like livestock to be bought, sold, and worked at the whim of their owners? Apples and oranges, friend. I was like, what's your answer to his second question?
It's like he realizes they were sold by their own people too, right?
Yeah. Well, I was like, what's your answer to his second question? He's like, when a hurricane devastates our southern states, who pays for the disaster relief? Am I forced to pay for damage I never committed and no one in my lineage committed? Same answer. Our elected representatives decide on expenditures. It isn't a la carte. And he seems to be misconstruing what I'm saying. He thinks that I'm arguing that, you know, we shouldn't have to pay reparations if our ancestors aren't responsible for it. It's like, well, no. Like, my argument is that the time for discussing reparations ended about 150 years ago. You know, like when people who were slaves were still alive. This motherfucker. Oh.
You forgot the springboard.
Oh. And I have no way to. Yep, I'm dead. But yeah, he's like, you know, it isn't a la carte. I was like, so are you willing to pay for a hurricane that happened over a century ago and didn't affect anybody you'd be paying for it? I don't think your analogy fits here. He's like, it's not an analogy. It's an illustration of how disconnected taxpayers are from budget decisions. Please feel free to consider any government expenditure to pay for something I didn't cause and from which I do not directly benefit. It's like, okay, your illustration is dumb. When disaster relief is paid out, it's because a disaster happened recently and is currently affecting people. Slavery was abolished 150 years ago and affects nobody alive today. And that's when he decides to insult me again.
At least not in this country.
Yeah, not in this country. I mean, you can probably make a case for like human trafficking, sex slaves, and whatnot, but it's not, you know, enshrined in legislation currently. You know, there is no law that says, yeah, it's okay to hold these people in bondage. So, what was the next one? He says, your brain is defective if you think specific expenditure matters. The issue is the degree to which an individual taxpayer's willingness to contribute to a government expenditure matters. Pacifists can't decline to pay taxes because they don't want to pay for war. So I asked him, I was like, you're of Polish descent, correct? Do you feel that Russians owe you reparations? How about Germans or Mongolians? How far back should we go with this premise? And he accuses me of changing the subject. He says, you're changing the subject. Reread Matt's post, which didn't reject the idea of reparations entirely, but instead suggested that he should be exempted because neither he nor his ancestors caused the inequity, which also applies to millions of other Americans, myself included. You really want to make people who had nothing to do with this issue pay people who also had nothing to do with this issue for an issue that's no longer an issue. Big dumb. He says, one, Americans pay plants to fund things. And I'm reading it as it's. I'm pulling a scribe here. Americans pay plants to fund things that have nothing to do with them. They don't get to opt out of costs that their representatives in government choose to take on. Two, no longer an issue is debatable. Why would anyone object to a frank discussion of the issue? And that's when I asked him, I was like, would you be willing to debate the issue with me today? If so, I'll send you a Hangouts link in DMs. We can let's have that frank discussion. And that's when he shot back. It's like, I'm not personally in favor of reparations. I would communicate that to my reps in Congress if they were to take that issue up. I wouldn't expect to be free to opt out should Congress decide to go forward with that. It's like, good. Like, that's kind of the point, though. Like, I don't think Congress is ever going to go forward with that, considering that this is pandering, blatant pandering, just like, you know, Elizabeth Warren's, you know, native ancestry test. She was pandering to a demographic. Now she's pandering to another demographic to get votes. And I would hope that anybody. Oh, goddamn, I keep jumping right in front of those motherfuckers. Would be able to see that. What the fuck happened? Oh, God damn it, there's another one there I missed.
I just tweeted to Jacob.
Oh, that's right. He's never played. Yeah, we should definitely get him in here. What's he usually doing this time of day?
I have no idea. That's why I just tweeted him. Like, a worst case scenario, he's got a day job. We can schedule something.
Yeah, because he's on West Coast time, isn't he?
I have no idea.
I believe he is. I think he's Washington State, so they put him Pacific time. So he's an hour behind you, 2 hours behind me. So it's about noon, about 12:30 for him.
Oh, it's a hammer.
Oh, you didn't get the feather? See, you're definitely going to have to change this if you invite Jacob to play because...
Oh, there's no way in hell I have him on this one.
Yeah, I was going to say, you completely randomize everything, so like even I'm fucking up hard here. And I grew up playing this game. This kid's never even experienced this yet.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make this his first.
I think I need to go back to one of these previous levels and try and get me a few extra mushrooms. But I mean, I can see what Fane is talking about when he's feeling, like he's being jumped on, each side.
He is the model centrist.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say he's a centrist. I would say he's liberal. Well, and I'm pretty sure that's how he describes himself.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, it just so happens that he's a liberal who has done content that people of differing political views enjoy. So, I mean, I guess he's kind of a victim of his own success. Which,
and I would put him because there's a lot of stuff he says that I tend to agree with. A majority of things that people say, like where their arguments are, is just stuff that I don't care about. Oh, I got you the second half of the level again.
I'm trying to find some stuff that will help me survive.
There's a mushroom over there.
Over where? Oh, on that
way the hell up there.
Oh. And there's another kid crying. What the hell's going on out there?
Is your girlfriend beating kids with her crutch?
God, I hope so. That would just make me love her. Like, why couldn't you have done that to your own kids, woman? Maybe I'm rubbing off on her.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and I lost the shroom. And I'm dead. God damn.
Yeah, if you do a spin jump on that one, it'll...
I keep forgetting which one of my arrow keys I set for the spin jump.
Let's see. All right, I'm going to go for it. Unless it's this one. Is it this one? Might be this one.
But...
Oh, you little bit of a whore.
Did you catch P-Dog's stream today? I missed it. I had to take the girlfriend to a doctor's appointment.
I caught part of it up until I passed out.
I saw him. I think I saw him tweet out something about International Day of Happiness. So, Yeah, first day of spring, it's kind of cold and rainy here, which just pisses me off. Yesterday, I should have mowed my yard yesterday because even though it was technically still winter, it was actually pretty nice. And I was like, oh well, I'll do it tomorrow. I was still kind of fuming from the whole job situation,
Yeah.
and trying to figure out who I needed to call about this, that, and the other thing, and still waiting to hear back from other managers because apparently I'm fired from that store. I'm not fired necessarily from the company. I could go work at one of the other stores in town.
Oh, you bitch.
So I'm waiting to hear back from other managers to see if I can go work at one of their stores in the interim while I try and find another job. So that way I still have some money coming in. Because with my girlfriend's leg being broken, she's got some paid time off from her job, but yeah, not going to be a whole hell of a lot. Oh, you really can't see those guys coming out of the tubes?
No.
Damn,
For some
that
reason,
sucks,
it's
man. All right, let's see. I'm going to try and go back. What about this one? See, you've completely messed me up with randomizing the maps.
yeah.
Trying to remember.
Because I know these two right here are both water levels.
I don't want water levels. I really
They
don't.
almost feel like the same level, and I think I could have swore that this one had a feather in it, but I could be wrong.
Okay, let's see. Where does this one take me? Whew. Ah, bitch. Feels so weird trying to time these things. You put a Super Nintendo in a controller in my hand though, and I'm a god of this game. I know exactly what I'm doing.
I think if I just get that Yoshi, I think we can get us past that level. I think there is the feathers in there. Or not feathers, but the Yoshi wings.
Now, man, let's see what is going on the Twitters again. Oh dear God, what? So apparently Sinatra is getting people trying to do gotchas on him. That dude, he's got like an army of haters. And
there's tons of those apparently.
I don't know. I don't know if I should feel bad for him or if I should just be like, getting the popcorn ready because it's amusing. I find it very amusing, but and I'm fucking this up already. Oh, that was it. That rational disconnect dude is trying to pull gotchas on Sinatra.
Yeah.
I haven't. I think I've only heard him like on like one live stream. I think was it him and Ranting Feminists. I think tried to argue against Sinatra and Count Dankula a few weeks back. I listened to it at work.
Yeah, I remember something.
I might actually make it through a level. Oh. Wait for it.
Here comes the mushroom. Oh.
That was a close one. Oh, and I'm big again. No, I saw that earlier today on Twitter. They're, I guess, trying to uh, get Sinatra, like they're trying to do gotchas on him, saying he's alt light. It's like, yeah, he's said that for a while now. You know, I don't see him backing off of it anytime soon either. I don't know. I don't know what the big deal is.
Oops. Not that way.
But I did see Sinatra kind of getting back though, because he's like apparently Sinatra had deleted one of those tweets saying he was alt light, and so that Rational Disconnect dude brought up a screenshot of it. He's like, "What? You just have that in a folder somewhere?" He's like, "No, I just got a really good memory, and I pulled it up." And then I guess Sinatra deleted a different tweet, and he's like, glad I got the screenshot, my alt light dude. Like, I thought you didn't have to do screenshots. I thought you just had a really good memory.
Oh,
bullshit. But I'm increasingly starting to think that the internet has made us all dumber. You know?
I was lucky.
I've got to remember how to hold on to that. Oh,
Whoa. You bastard.
All right, so I'm gonna give it a try. Yeah. If I don't make it, don't give me any more lives. Just avenge me, Johnny. Just avenge me.
Oh, he replied.
Who did?
Jacob.
Oh. Is he busy? Oh, how do I hold on to this thing?
He said not at the moment.
Oh, motherfucker!
Oh, that's a fun place to have that.
How do I hold it again?
Your run button.
There we go. Oh, God damn it. Ah, bitch.
You know what? Why am I using my phone for this?
For what?
I'm using my phone to tweet Jacob, and I'm like, I got my computer right here.
I know, like the phone Twitter is so much weirder for me than like regular Twitter. Like
was that
usually,
you?
huh?
What's going on here?
It's your go, man.
I'm doing nothing right now.
Oh, you just died. Yeah, dude, you just walked right off into the lava. But no, like I've got 3 different versions of Twitter at my disposal. You know, phone Twitter, web browser Twitter, and then my computer has like a Twitter app on it. And I've noticed that the phone version, or not the phone version, the computer app version, like you can't share links, you can't paste and copy. Like if I've got it open and you send me a Hangouts link, I can't use it. I've got to go and open up my regular Twitter on the web browser and copy and paste there. And then if I'm using like the web browser, I might try to like refresh. Oh, and see, this is why I don't screen share when I'm scrolling through Twitter, because I just hit, refresh and titties popped up.
Always miss it.
And those would be titties that Jack would approve of.
Nice.
Yeah. I saw that apparently Sargon has a new account set up, and Christy Winters has been going back and forth with him today. So
it'll be a matter of time before she gets that deleted.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and respond to my centrist friend again, because that is such an asinine view to take. He's arguing with a dude about not necessarily, he's not even in favor of reparations. And he's assuming that this would pass.
All right, I think we're glitching out here.
Oh, yeah? You're trying to give me lives?
No, it's. I'm not even. I'm just sitting here jumping on this thing like a moron.
On my screen, it's stuck on the home screen where it looks like you're trying to give me lives. Yeah, we might be glitching out, dude. You want to cut this and do something different?
We will cut.
All right. I'm going to close out this real fast. I'm going to go grab me something to drink. I'll be right back. And let's go ahead and mute that.
I'm just going to shut down altogether. We will stop. We'll get back to normal for a while. Oh, we're almost to the cut time anyway, because you have your appointment to go to in a little bit. Don't you have one going around 3 o'clock your time? And you're not there. Hey, Lindsay, and welcome back. Hey, Jacob. Just waiting for Camel to get back. Let's see. Yeah, we were just doing a stream of Super Mario World on this emulator, and had it randomized. We never even made it past the first world, and then it started glitching out on us. So we're thinking about starting it back up.
Hey, Jacob and Lindsay. Oh, Foogie's back too. How's it going, everybody? I leave for like 2 minutes and everyone's back. Yeah, Lindsay, it's one of my favorites too, and I'm doing horribly at it. I was a console kid, and playing on a keyboard is just fucking my world up. So, a lot of expletives as I die repeatedly today.
I think I can go for the both of us on that one.
Oh, I need to pull that back up, don't I? Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm just dealing with some verification stuff. So
you guys missed hearing me bitching about work and home life and Twitter drama. So, but if you go back and stream, it's all there. Lots of fun. Let's see. Pull that back up. Click, 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 click.
Are we gonna stick with LA Pizza?
Yeah, sure. We can stick with that, or unless we find something that has a better ping rate.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll refresh the list here. Yeah, LA Pizza, that's 78.
LA
Unless you got anything better.
3.
Hmm?
I got 63. Let's see.
Let's see. I've got.
Salt City Smash.
Yeah, that works. So that's giving me 78.
I got 62 on that one.
Okay. Well, as soon as we go in, it's usually see, I'm in the room. It's pinging me and you both at 57. So.
All right. So let's go create. And
For the love of God, don't do it on random again.
oh well,
You're killing me on the randomness.
yeah, we started with a random.
Is there any way we can change that before we go in?
Do you have the original?
Huh?
Do you have the original?
I just have what you sent me.
The one I just sent you today?
Yeah.
No, you only have random then.
Okay. Never mind. Oh, you got it running already.
Yeah, we are good to go.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's sit there. Go back to sharing. Yeah, the only difference with this one is we have it randomized, so everything is messed up.
Now, Lindsay, I don't mind playing PC games. It's just that these are games that I started out with on Nintendo, so playing them on a keyboard feels weird. It's not having the control in my hand and seeing the buttons and everything. I've got it configured in such a way that I'm using WASD for my movement and the arrow keys for A, B, X, Y, and I keep forgetting which ones are the A, B, and the X, Y.
Like I remember playing one of these randomizers, and it was so hard that I actually had to get the cheat codes out.
Like I had to look up because after you sent this emulator to me and everything, and we played that first time, and I kept having trouble with it. I had to go look up the old like Street Fighter booklet online, so I can try and figure out like the combos and stuff again. And once I got the setup taken care of with the keys and everything, it was a lot easier.
Yeah, get away from me.
Oh, dude, I'm not in, I guess. I think you started the game before I jumped in, so it's just you playing right now.
Well, we will.
I can do color commentary while you play. I'll keep up with the chat. How about that? And he gets a 1 star, ladies and gentlemen. Johnny Hellcat has managed to lower the bar. Somebody call James Cameron and his submarine.
Okay, yeah, that is. They're both me, so.
But what about you, Jacob? You have any good Twitter drama lately? I haven't seen you on my timeline in a minute. Well, or how about you, Johnny? When's the last time you talked to your Facebook buddy, the debate coach?
I hardly ever talk to him anymore. But yeah, he. I think the last thing I heard him talking about was how I think he equated to I think he was kind of aiming for the Gillette ad type
Oh
moniker.
God.
And yeah, it was about as cringy as you'd expect.
I'm kind of curious how cringy it was, though. I mean, like, I can expect some pretty deep cringe, but every now and then I am surprised.
Oh, he's good at it.
I would imagine so, based off what you told me previously. It's kind of like that ex of mine that ended up being a sociology major. Every now and then, I will hop back on the Facebook and just you know uh, go and check and see what she's posting about, just to see how far gone she is. Because she and I were pretty far. She was pretty far left when we were in high school, but then like she got to college and it just went like completely off the deep end. And mind you, this isn't some liberal arts college on the east or west coast. This is you know in the state of Oklahoma, right? The buckle of the Bible Belt. So I think it's hilarious to look at how far she's gotten. I think she's going for a PhD now, which for the life of me, I don't know why anybody would want to spend a decade or more studying sociology. Like every sociology class I took was
You
just
bastard. I was doing so well.
well, I'm sitting here watching on Hangouts like everybody else. So, oh,
Yeah, it randomizes everything, Lindsay. Power ups. As you can see, I had a Hammer Brothers type thing, and then there's
Johnny thought it'd be fun to fuck with everything. So,
well, like the other stream titled, "Torture is how you make friends."
that does remind me the the comedy streams. Are we doing Dr. Ken first, or are we going to go ahead and do Amy?
I think
Oh, and I never thought that those words would come out of my mouth in that order. I feel like I should go grab some mouthwash just to be on the safe side.
Mouthwash, get a lobotomy.
Go ahead and get the whole tube of toothpaste. Just go full Ace Ventura. Ihorn is Finkel. Finkel is Ihorn. But now, did you actually sit down and watch the leather special?
I did not.
Neither did I. I went ahead and pulled a big nope on that one. But I'm thinking that I might go ahead and subject myself to it.
I watched Sinatra's, and I was good with that.
I watched the Crowder coverage of it. So, because like he sat down and watched it, and then what was the other thing he did? Like trying to remember. Oh, he did like the 15 hours of like straight CNN. Nobody in their right mind watched it. You've got to be a little fucked up to even consider subjecting yourself to that, Jacob. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do it. Gonna peel my eyes back, A Clockwork Orange style, and just power through.
I thought it was gonna be that bad with Hannah Gadsby.
The only thing that really saved it for me was the funny accent of being Australian. So, I mean, they just talk weird, and it makes it palatable to a certain extent. Kind of makes you wonder, how much different would our accents be if we get all the criminals?
There it goes. Crap.
Okay, yeah. See, that didn't show up this time on the Hangout screen. I didn't see it pop up. So, are you able to see them now?
No.
Good afternoon, Sora. How you doing?
Hey, Sora.
Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing any of them. Okay, that's weird. So now you can see them, but we can't. That's just lovely.
Oh, no, I still can't even see it.
Oh, you still can't see them?
No, I haven't been able to see it the entire time.
That's even better. Oh, and Terry's awake. How's it going, Terry? You have breakfast yet?
Hey, I made it.
It is the most important meal of the day, after all. Because now I just see your avatar.
That's weird. I had to Huh. Odd.
Oh. Sora is illegally listening to us right now, Johnny.
Ooh.
She's at work doing data entry, that little rebel. Well, hopefully you don't get caught and get fired like I did. Which I didn't get caught doing anything. I actually called in. I got fired for giving notice that I wasn't gonna be able to make it at work. I called in 5 hours before my shift.
Yeah, that's weird. It's not even letting me share now.
So you're still playing?
Well, I have it on pause, but
yeah, like it just switched from the game to your avatar, and apparently I'm presented. So
yeah, that's weird.
Well, Sora, I was going through the handbook, and apparently that's within the boss's discretion. So
my hair appointment is at 30.
And you wait until 4 minutes before to tell me that?
Well, it was at 2, so
apparently I'm gonna have to go. My girlfriend has a hair appointment that she needs me to take her to before her doctor's appointment. So
sorry, I haven't washed my hair in a week.
All right. Well, I'm going to try and find out what's going on with this. I'm wondering if it's Google just being like, "Oh, streaming something. We're gonna cut this out."
Well, now that Jacob's here, you can tag him in and send him the original, and let him experience the wonder that is Mario World.
Yeah, we'll have to see about getting that set up. If you're okay with that, Jacob.
But I am going to go ahead and hop off here. It was good seeing y'all. Good hanging out, Johnny. And if you want to hear the details about my Cuntosaurus of a boss, Sora, you can go back and listen towards the beginning of the stream. I laid it all out there pretty well, I think. So take it easy, guys. Later, Johnny.
All right, later. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut out a little bit myself. I got to get ready to go get my kids. So, yeah, well, what the hell's going on there? That is a big blue Big Blue Man now. Yeah. I guess yeah, I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I'll get a hold of you later, Jake, and we'll see if we can get something set up. So yeah, as for that, I will talk to you guys later. What was that? It was the randomizer, Terry, I was playing. But yeah, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.